Welcome back to my enduro bike maintenance series, and in this video I'm gonna show you how to properly grease the steering bearings, install front forks and how to properly align them. So let's roll up our sleeves and prepare this bike for the action. Welcome back guys, this is the second garage maintenance series, and last time I showed you how to prepare the back of the bike. In today's episode I'm gonna touch the front part and do the maintenance for that. I'm gonna disassemble everything from the front part and take off the wheel, the forks, the triple clamps. I'm gonna grease the steering bearings, and most importantly I'm gonna show you how to adjust the front forks, because if they're misaligned then your suspension performance is gonna suck. So yeah, stay with me and let's start by removing the front wheel. So same for the other side, just loosen the two bolts. And now you can push the axle out. Now we can take the headlight off. Now we can take off the front fender. It's not necessary, but it's gonna be easier. It's off. Now we can unscrew the fork protection, or you can screw those and release the cables over there, but it's easier to install it later. And now we can take off the caliper. Just unscrew those two bolts. Okay, so now we can take off the forks. One is out. Do the same for the second one. Just a prevention for dust not to scratch the surface. It's time for the triple clamp itself. I decided not to take the steering bar. I think the bolt accessible and you can unscrew it and take out the triple clamp. Firstly, unscrew this bolt. Take it out because you'll want to clean it later. Careful, because there are spacer, bolt and the seal. So yeah, and now you can take off the steering stem and the triple clamps. Oh, they look okay. There are plenty of grease. And now the steering bar. Just careful, not lose anything. You can put it on the gas tank. I think it's gonna be okay. Take it out, clean it, and grease it again. Also, not forget to clean inside of here. Same with the bottom. You have to clean it as clean as the dog balls or cat balls. You know, I think they clean their balls the same. Okay, where to start? Just remove the old grease. You can inspect the bearing itself. Should be rolling smoothly. It's up to your cleanness level. I like it to have it properly clean and then freshly greased with the new oil. Okay, so now it is ready for some new grease. But first we'll need to clean the top bearing as well. Kind of dirty job, but you have to do it at least once or 2 years or so. The grease looked kind of okay, because yeah, I did the cleaning and the greasing last year. It depends on your riding conditions and how much motor hours you spend on your bike. Bearing is good as new. Now the rubber gasket. Okay, now it's time for new grease. Make sure your hand's clean. You don't want any special sand to be on it. So put some grease on your hand. Take the bearing and like this, go around in circles and pack it inside as much as you can. This you can take out what's left and put it on the other side. You cannot do the same with the bottom one. Just try to push the oil from the top to the bottom. Go and grease the bearing seat. Grease it from the bottom as well. The bearing looks nice and greasy. And you can put it on top of the bearing seat. You can grease this one a little bit. And now you can put the O-ring back, this piece. Put it from the bottom. Clean the top. And now what you need to do is put the steering bar with the okay, it's in. And now you're ready to put the bolt in. You want just to snug it right now. Tighten it up when the forks are in. So what you want to do now is just clean everything as much as you can. We can install the mudguard, but let's clean it first. Before installing the forks, what I recommend to do is take out triple clamp bolts and clean them properly. This way you're gonna achieve the most correct torque values. What is the best way how to clean the bolts? Take the electric tool. Also take the green scratch bright, I don't know how to say it. Just wrap the bolt with it, screw, and then screw a couple of times. And the bolts are almost perfect. Just a little bit of copper oil on it. No, that's not this one. This one will need the Loctite. The 4 bolts, I should put some copper grease because it prevents from rusting. And also some behind the head. The torque value is gonna be more correct because the surface won't stop it. That's it. Forget to put the pull strap. I'm just gonna snug it. Only the bottom bolt. Just make sure it will not fall off. Easier. So snug the bottom bolt. So what I need to do is to leave it on the first ring. Now snug the fork. Let's do this. Let's do the same for the other side. Let's leave it on the first one. Let's snug the bottom bolt. Just snug. Bolt on the fork protection. is also aluminum, so don't go crazy. Yeah, so the alignment procedure. So just unscrew every bolt and just leave the bottom one and only snugged. So why do you need to leave the top triple clamp unscrewed? Because now we need to tighten the stem bearings. Okay, so we want to tighten it as much as we want. It depends on your riding style, so it should be about right for my style. So how do I check it? Yeah, just punch it a couple of times. If you need a couple of times to make the steering to one side, it's about right. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, should be okay. When you tighten this bolt and you're happy with the steering play, we can put some Loctite on this bolt and screw it in. For now, I'm just putting it in, and later I'm gonna use the torque wrench and screw it depending on the torque value. You can just snug it. Now, when the bearings are tightened, you have to check the height of the fork sticking out. They should be the same height on both sides. So if one of the sides is lower or higher, you have to unscrew the bottom bolt and then change the position a bit. This side is a bit too high. Yeah, I need to lower it. Unscrew the bottom bolt and then make it lower. How about now? Perfect. Now you can snug the bottom bolt. Okay, so now let's take a torque wrench, and this bolt is 20 Newton meters. What I like to do is divide it by 2, and on the first go I'm gonna go by 12, something like that, just to make sure that the torque wrench is working. It's 12, now let's go to 20. And then we're going to install the wheel. So what you want to do is to clean those surfaces as much as you can, because you need to be clean in order to have perfect alignment. And another way to check if the alignment is correct, put the axle in and it should move freely. Yeah, if the distances would be bad, so it wouldn't move like that. So it's okay. And some oil on here as well. Okay, the wheel is in. So what I need to do first, I need to put the bolt in, then tighten those two. Not much, just a snug. And now on this side you have to leave those two loose, and you can tighten this one. This one is 50 Newton meters, so I do 30 first, and now the 50. So next we're gonna adjust the left fork. It needs to sit perfectly aligned. So what I'm doing usually, I need to unscrew those two again. What are people putting bike on the ground and punching the suspension until the left fork adjusts how it needs. But my method is a bit less brutal. For example, if you squeeze it, you can see that the alignment is bad. What I like to do is just screw the whole axle clockwise, and this way the other side centers itself. So you don't need to push the suspension on the ground, etc. For example, it's It's badly aligned now. And if I turn clockwise from the other side, so yeah, and the fork adjusts itself. So if it's too far to this side, for example, and if I spin to the other side, it goes back to its perfect position. So now when the forks are perfectly aligned, you can snug the bolts. And you can torque them 10 Newton meters. And now you can finish torquing the triple clamps. Make sure that you tighten one by one, because if you tighten one, then the other gets loosened a bit. So yeah, make sure that you repeat the action until both of them are torqued. 10. So the bottom ones are 12 Newton meters, top ones are 17. I'm gonna torque them to the 17, but I already had torque wrench on 12, so let's change it to 17. Okay, now the other side. All the bolts are torqued and the forks are perfectly aligned. You can put back the headlight, just wobble it until it goes in. Okay, and now Loctite. Okay, so those two should be 35 Newton meters, so I'm gonna start with the 25 and 35. So yeah, that's it guys. This is the end of the second episode. The front part of the bike is ready for action as well. So if you find this video useful, or at least you liked it, press a thumbs up, leave a comment, and please subscribe, because it will help me a lot. Next video is gonna be about the engine part. I need to check the valve clearance, check if the gaps are okay, and if not, I'll need to change the shims. So yeah, 4-stroke guys, it's gonna be a video for you. And 2-stroke fellas, you can watch my other videos. I'm gonna put it somewhere here or here and now. And or you can just watch it for entertainment purposes and laugh at us that we need to do such things for our bikes. So yeah, have a nice day, drive safe, and see you around.